congratulate my honourable friend, the member for Mid Worcestershire, for securing such an important debate. Whilst in the main chamber of the House of Commons this afternoon they are rerunning the referendum campaign, it's nice to see a debate in here in which we sort of look at what the threats and opportunities are of Brexit for this important industry. It's also great to see the South West so well represented. Just goes to show how important tourism is to our region, and that we are indeed the best region to visit in the United Kingdom, if not indeed the world. And it's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship as well, Mr. Howarth, of course. So I rise today to speak in two capacities. Firstly, as an MP for a constituency that has some fantastic tourism opportunities and where the visitor economy is hugely important, but also as the chair of the all-party parliamentary group for the UK events industry. I think that there are effectively the same demands for both, in so much as the real challenges of Brexit are that the hospitality industry, the events industry, relies very much, has increasingly relied very much on migrant workforce, and the potential that that migrant workforce is less available is very challenging to many businesses within our sector. The second, particularly for the events industry when it comes to business travel and meetings and conferences being hosted here in the United Kingdom, is that we need to make sure that if we are going to make ourselves, if we are potentially going to make ourselves less easy for our European neighbours to visit, that we balance that by trying to put in place a more permissive visa regime for business travellers coming from the emerging markets that we're hoping to open up through our free trade agreements with the rest of the world. Hugely important that we get that right, so that this incredible place that we have to host business travel and tourism alike can be somewhere that people can come to very easily, and that when they arrive there is a quick and easy process through immigration so that their first experience in the United Kingdom is not one of hassle. And then finally, the ability of the tourism industry, the events industry in the UK, to access European-wide supply chains. These industries are very well interconnected across the European Union, and there is a real danger that if we were to leave the free market, those supply chains would no longer be available to us. It's very important, I think, that as an industry we speak and say, look, this needs to be addressed. It needs to be the case that where supply chains exist in the EU, or where UK companies organise events or send tours across into the European Union, there is a way of doing that that gives them all of the advantages of the free market, even if the choice of the government is that we do not remain in the free market. But having said all of those three key threats, there are, of course, opportunities too. And what we must do, more than anything else, is continue to make sure that the UK is a world-class destination to visit for leisure or for business. So whatever the impacts of Brexit may be, we counter that by being just a brilliant place to come.